At the age of 17, Sam joined the New York Evening Graphic as a crime reporter and political cartoonist. His mother hoped he'd stay in the safety of cartooning, but Sam was drawn to the streets. Perhaps Sam's unique film style finds its origins here, combining the streetwise sensibility of a crime reporter with the Hearst tabloids and the graphic intensity of a political cartoonist. One thing is certain: Sam seemed to absorb a profound sense of value and purpose from the newspapermen around him.
Don't let anyone ever tell you what to print. Don't take advantage of your free press. Use it judiciously for your profession and your country. The press is good or evil, according to the character of those who direct it.
This man, Mr. Arthur Brisbane, was very important in my life in explaining that to get the truth of any story is almost impossible unless you yourself are personally involved. And even then, there are moments, now listen carefully to what he said, even then, when you know who is guilty and not guilty, even then there's a question, because your mind doesn't work the way you want your mind to work. And one day, if you stay on this paper, you'll have an opportunity to cover an insane asylum, maybe, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
This journalist, he enters this mental hospital to try to solve the murder. The guy says in the movie, I was a copy boy at the age of 14, which Sam was. I became a crime reporter, which Sam was. And he ends up becoming a schizophrenic catatonic himself.
When you're a reporter, you are not a god. You're not even a reporter. You're not a recorder. You're not a camera. And a camera can lie, too. It's a question to a goddamn shadow. Because in the shadow is the killer, but he's not seen. So you see, the photograph of a killer does not exist. It's black. He says, remember those things when you're on a story. And don't take anybody's word, including your mother's. If she's a nice woman, that boy, why he wouldn't hurt a fly, don't believe her. Don't insult her, but don't believe her. Don't believe yourself. When you talk to relatives and friends of anybody who's involved in a story, don't believe them. Go to their enemies. Don't believe them. What you have to do is weigh.
And that is constant for him. I've said things to him that, well, so-and-so said this to me, and he'll say, well, who the hell is so-and-so? What does that mean to me? I don't give a shit about so-and-so. Did you see it? No, I didn't, but I heard. Oh, you heard. Well, that means nothing to me. You know, he doesn't care about what you heard. He still has that thing about, if I experienced it, then I understand, at least I understand the experience from my point of view.
Here's like, okay, Sam Fuller, looking like Mannix, in his dog face attire. And this is the cover of a Dark Page, his first novel. And it says it all right here. This is his biography that they put on the flap of the book. And it says, Samuel Michael Fuller. You can tell him I'm 32. Started running copy on the old New York Journal in short pants. Was Brisbane's copy boy, which I'd rather have been than president. He predicted I'd develop into a 9th grade reporter. He was right. Worked on a now buried graphic as a police reporter, and then on the San Diego Sun as a waterfront reporter. Wrote a few novels, wrote about a dozen yarns for the screen in Hollywood, and now a corporal in the United States Army. ...
That's my book. Your book? Yeah. What do you mean, your book? I got this from the Repple Depot in San Lo. I wrote it, babyface.
So your first experience in battle where you actually shot someone, what went through your mind?
Well, the thing that went through my mind was that I was alive and he was dead. That's number one.